There are songs that transcend time and space, that capture the essence of an era or a mood, that become part of our collective memory and culture. And then there are songs that are simply fun, catchy, and irresistible, that make us want to dance, sing, or just smile. One such song is a rock and roll classic from 1968, written by two talented songwriters and performed by one of the most iconic singers of all time. But this song was not an instant hit, nor was it widely appreciated until decades later, when it was revived by a modern remix and a blockbuster movie. The song was originally written by Mick Davis and Billy Strange, two prolific composers who had worked with many famous artists, including Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, and Nancy Sinatra. Davis had also written several hits for Elvis Presley, such as In the Ghetto and Don't Cry Daddy. Strange was a guitarist and arranger who had played on many of Presley's recordings, as well as on the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds album. The two men were inspired by the title of a book by Robert Ringer called Winning Through Intimidation, which they thought was a catchy phrase. They decided to write a song with a similar theme, but with a humorous twist. A man who is tired of his lover's endless chatter and wants some action instead. The song was recorded by Presley on March 7, 1968, at Western Recorders in Hollywood, California, for the soundtrack of his film, Live a Little, Love a Little. The film was a romantic comedy in which Presley played a photographer who gets involved with 4 different women. The song was used in a scene where he tries to seduce one of them, played by Michelle Carey, in his apartment. The recording session featured Hal Blaine on drums, Al Casey on guitar, and Larry Netzdell on bass. There were several takes of the song, but the one used for the film and the single release was take 16. The song was released as a single in September 1968 with another song from the film, Almost in Love, as the A-side. The single did not perform well on the charts, peaking at number 69 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 95 on the Cashbox Top 100. The film also flopped at the box office, being one of Presley's lowest-grossing movies. The song was largely forgotten by the public and by Presley himself, who never performed it live or recorded it again. However, the song did not disappear completely. It was included on Presley's budget album Almost in Love in 1970, and on several compilations over the years. It also gained some popularity among fans and collectors, who appreciated its upbeat tempo, catchy chorus, and playful lyrics. Some critics also praised it as one of Presley's best songs from his late 1960s period, when he was trying to reinvent himself as a more contemporary artist. The song's fate changed dramatically in 2001 when it was remixed by Dutch musician Tom Holkenborg, better known as Junkie XL or JXL. Holkenborg was a fan of Presley since his childhood and had always liked the song. He decided to give it a modern twist by adding electronic beats, samples, and effects while keeping Presley's original vocal track intact. He submitted his remix to RCA Records, Presley's label, who initially rejected it. However, they changed their mind when they heard that director Steven Soderbergh wanted to use it for his film Ocean's 11, a remake of the 1960 heist movie starring Sinatra and his Rat Pack. The remix was released as a single in June 2002, coinciding with the DVD release of Ocean's 11. The song became an instant hit worldwide, topping the charts in 9 countries and reaching the top 10 in many others. It also became Presley's first number 1 hit in the UK since 1965 and his first ever number 1 hit in Australia. It sold over 5 million copies worldwide and won several awards, including a Grammy nomination for Best Remixed Recording. It also introduced Presley's music to a new generation of fans who had never heard him before. The remix also sparked a renewed interest in the original version of the song, which was re-released as a single in some countries and included on several Presley compilations. It also inspired many covers and parodies by other artists, such as Paul Oakenfold, Elvis JXL, and the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. The song has also been used in many other films, TV shows, commercials, and video games such as Shark Tale, The Simpsons, Lilo and Stitch, Nike, and Grand Theft Auto. The song's success also proved that Presley's legacy was still alive and relevant, even 25 years after his death. It showed that his music could transcend genres, generations, and cultures, and that he could still surprise and delight his fans with his charisma and talent. It also showed that sometimes, A little less conversation and a little more action can make a big difference. The song is A Little Less Conversation by Elvis Presley. And it is a song that will never grow old.